So let's go into our Wuji stance. Feet about shoulder width apart, facing comfortably forward. And I know I always say that. It's been a while since I've mentioned. What I mean is it should be what your alignment is. I know I had one teacher who used to say, just kind of plant your feet about shoulder width apart and then just lightly jump. And the way your feet land, that's the way they should be. Some people have a tendency to turn their feet out or turn their feet in. That's absolutely fine. You should just be comfortable and solid to the ground. Relax your knees, let them just slightly bend. Bring the hips forward so the tailbone points towards the floor. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, elongating the spine. Bring the chin down and in just a bit. And that should now give you a nice flat back, nice straight posture. Now we're going to kind of mess up the posture a little bit. Let our shoulders drop down and slightly forward. So we shrug the shoulders just a little bit, bringing the arms around in front, away from the body. Imagine you have an orange or something like that in your underarm, keeping it just a little bit away from the body. Breathing in and out through the nose. And as you breathe in through the nose, let the abdomen expand outward, drawing the breath all the way down. Nice, slow, deep inhalation. Within pause. And then our exhalation begins with the abdomen pressing back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way up and out the nose. And then we pause again before the next inhalation. The pauses should be very slight, just enough for you to make the transition. We're not holding our breath necessarily. Staying comfortable, trying to extend the length of the breath. Just focus on your breath for a moment. Let all the other thoughts just drift away. All the other things that you have to do for today, just let them go. We'll get to them later. Just a couple of nice deep breaths. Nice and long, deep and slow. Now change your focus to your feet. Move your feet around a little bit until you feel all of the parts of your foot making contact with the ground, connecting all the way to the center of the earth. Feel a sense of being rooted. Feel the earth rising up to support you, merging with you. Couple more deep breaths. Let's start with a nice, simple practice for your abdomen, for your digestive system. You're going to place one hand over the other, one palm over the other, just below the belly button. I'm not going to mirror you. We're going to come up the right to the diaphragm, to just base of your ribs, then across and down the left. Just gently massage that. One more time, and then we're going to reverse. You get down to the bottom. Now go counterclockwise. Up to the left, down the right. One more time. Good. Just stop with both hands below the belly button. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. Step out to a little wider. Let's loosen up the spine. Let the hands drop down. Just turn from the waist. Let's do water waves first. So just let the hands float through the air. And try to feel the air moving between your fingers. Try to do it nice and slow. We all have a tendency to go too fast. Slower you go, the more likely you can feel the air moving through your fingertips. You may even feel some resistance as your hands move through what we call the Wei Qi, the energetic field around your body. The knees stay pointing forward. Couple more. And then just let the arms drop down. Keep turning. Your arms are loose, as the Chinese say, like ribbons of silk. And eventually, the momentum causes them to come up and strike your body. So I'm not lifting my arms at all. It's just the momentum. Like that little drum, two-sided drum that has the two little clangers, if you will, on strings. And as you move the drum back and forth, they swing through the air and hit the drum. We're doing the same thing here. Look over the shoulder, get a little further around each time. Breathing in and out through your nose, or breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, whatever feels comfortable. Let's stimulate the kidney meridian. So as we turn away with the back foot, we come up and we press the toes into the ground, raising the heel. Kidney 1 point is on the bottom of your foot. It's the only meridian that is on the bottom of your foot. Extremely important one to keep open. My suggestion is always give it a good massage before you go to bed at night. It should help you sleep, but it also helps with so many other things. If you're not sure where it is, there is a handout on the website that tells you exactly where the kidney 1 point is, with some additional information. Good, come back to being flat-footed. Now we're going to stimulate the other meridians that either start or end in your toes, as well as the kidney meridian. So as we turn towards the outside foot, we're going to lift the toe towards the body. Keeping the heel down, pushing the heel down into the ground, pulling the toes towards the body, stimulating the whole ankle area, which allows stimulation of those 6 organ meridians to go up and down your legs. One more time each side. Go back to flat-footed. Try to notice your spine is loosened up. See if you can get a little further around. And slow it down, come back to water waves. Let's do a couple of twists. Stimulating the liver, which is tied to the wood element, which is also tied to the spring. But it also stimulates the other organs in the body, especially the trunk, the digestive organs. So the first twist we're going to do is very simple. Put your left hand up in front of you, in front of your chest, right hand behind you, and just turn, keeping it there until you can't turn any further, and then push the hands and look over the shoulder. Then look back, let the hands come back in front of the chest, turn, right hand comes up, crosses in front of the face, and then we turn the opposite way. Breathe in as you come to center. Breathe out as you push away. One more time each side. Good. Come back to center. Connecting heaven and earth. So bring the feet in just a little bit so they're about shoulder width apart. Left hand comes up, rotates in front of your face, palm up, palm flat, while the right hand is palm flat, pointing down. Push them apart. Then turn so your pinkies face the body, back of the hands cross, and then we switch. Breathing in as they come together, breathing out as they go apart. Good. Feel stretching in the shoulder, the arms, down the side of the rib cage. I'm going to emphasize that a little bit more in a moment. Last one. Good. Now on this next one, we're going to come up and then we're going to turn. So we're going to push where the left hand is facing. So we're going to push and turn, sort of like what we did earlier, but with hands higher. So then they come back to the center, they switch. So it's a similar motion, except now we're getting a bit of a twist to it. Breathe in as you twist. Breathe out as you come back to center. One more time each side. Good. Now we're going to do the digestion twist. So it was similar to the idea where we were pushing, except you're going to lead with your elbow, kind of just let the forearm and hand just kind of hang. So the elbow comes up as you turn and twist. And then we switch. To really feel that stretch as you're pulling from the elbow up and back. The digestion twist can be done before or after a meal. I guess it could be done during a meal too, but that might look a little strange. But it stimulates the digestive juices, helps move things in the stomach and the intestines, so proper digestion can take place. One more time each side. Good, come back to center. Bring your hands around in front of the abdomen, go to a bit wider stance on this one. Let's see if we can first stimulate an energy ball between our hands. So as we breathe in, let them just come apart about 3 inches or so. As you breathe out, they come back to that starting point. At no point do the fingers or hands touch. So it's just a nice small movement, trying to feel that resistance as you're pulling apart like taffy, and then squeezing a balloon and getting the air out of it. Try to keep the fingers and hands relaxed. You don't want them stiff and really pushing and pulling. Just kind of go with the flow. You might feel some warmth in your palms. That's where the Lao Gong points are, like mini chakras, where a lot of the energy comes out of. And one more time, massage it. Just hold on to that ball. And we're going to use that ball for this next twist. So we're going to turn the ball over so that your left hand is on top. Our left hand is on the bottom. We're going to rotate, and as we do, the left hand continues to come around like it's serving. The right hand turns palm up right over the top of your head. Then we come back to the center, grab that chi ball, rotate it over, and now go to the opposite side. As you go out, you can drop down. And as you come back in, you can come up a little bit. It's called dragon twist. We can take dragon twist and add one more and move to it. It becomes what we then call the whole move called the leopard. So one more time each side for the dragon twist. Good, come back to center, hold on to that ball. So this time we're going to do the same thing. We're going to turn the ball, serve and twist. But this time as we turn back to the center, your right hand is going to point towards your underarm. Your left hand comes up over the head as we drop down and then lean to the side. And come back to the ball. Turn, dragon twist on the opposite side. Then the left hand points towards the armpit. Right hand comes up and over. One more time each side. So we come around. Point to the armpit, push. Bring it back down to chi ball. Now turned, opposite side. Point to the armpit and push. Come back to the center. Grab that chi ball. Let's do a little movement here called, Young lady works the shuttle. So we're going to take that ball, we're going to turn it over so that now our left hand is at the bottom and it pushes through while the right hand comes to the forehead facing out. Then it comes back to the ball, we rotate the ball and then push through the other way. Fair maiden works the shuttle, sorry. The shuttle being part of the loom. You get a nice stretch in this throughout the shoulders as well as the waist. This is one of those classic moves of Tai Chi that they took from QiGong and worked into the sequences of Tai Chi. One more time each side. Good, bring around. Bring your feet in about shoulder width apart. Holding up to heavens. So we're going to palms up, interlace the fingers. As we breathe in, the hands float up. Then rotate in front of the face till the palms are up again. Pushing up as we watch with our eyes and slightly back. And holding our breath, look forward. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Then breathe out as we float down. Pause, gather energy, breathe in, bring it all the way up, following with our eyes slightly behind us. Hold your breath, look forward, breathe out as you go down. One more time. Good. Put your hands on the hips. Do some nice big hip circles. So make sure it's out of the hips. So we push the hips back without moving the shoulders of the head. And then we go around. As with all these postures, stay within your comfort zone. If you feel any discomfort at all, back off. You should never feel any pain or discomfort doing QiGong. One more time around, and then we're going to reverse, opposite direction. Good. Slow it down. And now just imagine the bottom, very bottom of your spine, the coccyx, and try and draw little circles just using the coccyx. Tighten up the pelvic floor and draw little circles with your coccyx. And reverse. Good. Now we're going to do a bigger movement. We're going to do waist circles. So here you're going to lean forward, lean to the side, lean back, and around. Doesn't matter which direction you start with, we'll reverse in a moment. One more time, then reverse. And back around, the opposite direction. One more time around, back to the front. Bring your hands to the kidneys. Give a nice rub there. And just stop rubbing and try to feel the warmth coming out of your palms, filling the kidneys with that wonderful energy. You can imagine dark blue light coming out of the palms, filling the kidneys with a dark blue light. Then press with your hands down the outside of the legs, around the toes, up the inside of the legs to the leg crease, into the belly button, then around back to the kidneys. Let's do that a couple times. We breathe in as we come up. Pause. Breathe out as we go down. Pause. One more time. Good. Bring your feet a little bit closer together. Palms go just above the knees, so the fingers lay over the kneecaps or the patella. We're going to bring our knees forward, around to the side and back without locking them out. There's a couple of nice rotations here. One more time, we're going to reverse. So they both come in the center and out the sides. Good, and keeping your hands above the kneecaps, with your fingers over the kneecaps, you're going to bend down at the knees. And as you do, let the elbows come out and the hands rotate so the fingers point towards each other. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come back up. Last two postures are from Shin Yi. One more time. Good. Bring your feet close together so your knees can touch, keeping the hands still in the same place. Rotate the knees together in one direction. And reverse. Good. Let's open up the quad. So what we're going to do is just bring it up, around, back, and then back to neutral. Like stepping over the stone, but we're not doing it both ways. Just opening, coming back to the starting point. Make sure you're looking at a focal point about 12 feet in front of you. That'll help with your balance. One more time on each side. Good. Now we're going to do stepping over the stone. So same idea, but we're going to do both directions. So you're going to use the post leg. You're going to lift up. Go over the rock. Put it down. Then lift. And come back to the front. Then the opposite side, lift, round to back, lift, round to front. One more time each side. Good. Let's clear to the lungs. So as we do that, we're going to come up onto our toes. So we breathe in, bring the energy up into the chest as we rise up on our toes. Pause, breathe out as we go flat-footed and push the energy back down. So breathe in, breathe out. Take advantage of pausing the breath. See if you can push yourself up a little higher on your toes. And then see if you can settle down slowly. Don't just let the heels drop. One more time. Good. Now we're going to do Phoenix spreads its wings. We're going to get the heels off the ground, but we're not going to just lift the whole body up. We're going to allow the knees to go out. So we're putting more weight into the toes as we just drop. So the arms come up. Breathe out. Breathe in. One more time. Good. Bring one foot up, out, doesn't matter which one. Put it go on your toe. And just do some small circles, trying to loosen up the ankle. And reverse. And let's switch to the opposite foot. And reverse. Good. Now, if you need a chair to support you, that's fine. Or you can continue just to do it with the toe down. You're going to lift either leg, whichever you want to start. So you're going to put all your weight in what I call the post leg. So you're nice and solid on that leg. Bring the foot forward. Then turn from the wrists. Want to add another element? Sorry, from the ankles. Turn with the wrists as well. Reverse. Good. Shake it out a little bit. And now transfer to the other leg. So get your post leg set first. Then bring the leg forward. Find that focal point. And then turn. And reverse. Opening up various gates. The energy can flow through the joints. Very often the joints are places where we have stagnation or blockages. And down. Go ahead and loosen them up. Let's do a little bit of cross crawl, help loosen everything up, plus helps a lot with the brain. So you're going to lift one leg, and as you do that, you can either tap across with the opposite hand or with the elbow, depending on how solid you feel, but make that connection with the opposite leg and arm. Nice and slowly. Don't try to speed it along. I'm not doing this as an aerobic exercise. Couple more. Good. Come back down. Shake it out. Let's just see how that affected our balance. So we're going to do golden rooster stands on one leg. So here the same side arm and leg come up and you finish like in a 90-degree angle. So the leg comes up, the arm comes up, they're both like a 90-degree. Then they settle down. So you breathe in as you come up. We switch legs. Pause, then breathe out as you go down. One more time each side. Good. Let's go to a little wider stance. Start out with, you're going to turn, look at the heel of your right foot as you bend down to look at it. Then following with your eyes to the toes of the right foot. Straight across to the toes of the left foot, to the left heel. Come up looking at the side. Then go back down. Left heel, left toes, across to the right toes, right heel. Look to the side. I like to keep my hands either behind my back or on my thighs for this one. If your hands are on your thighs, that's fine. It'll give you a little extra support. If you don't need that support, just don't press into the hands. Just bend over as far as comfortable. One more time. Going across and back. Nod the head, wag the tail. Good. Okay, so this time we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go down, look at the heel, the toe, come across the toes, the heels, but as we turn to the side, we're going to rotate the foot. So now the foot is pointing to the side. We're going to come up, and this time we're going to lean back a little bit further. And come down, foot goes back to neutral. We come across the opposite side, lean. One more time, going both ways. And come back to the center, straighten up. Let's do some figure eights with the hips. So we're going to push the hip out, forward at an angle, then bring it back. And the other elbow, which is already sticking out, gets pushed to that side and back. So you'll notice, if you watch your elbows, you're going to be doing a figure eight with your hips as well as, obviously, the elbows. So the elbows seem to just kind of move back and forth. The hips, by transferring your weight side to side as you're doing this, give you a nice figure eight. And spirals are really important with energy work. A couple more, and then we're going to reverse. So So this is like skating one direction, and now we're going to reverse. And then this would be skating the opposite direction. So if you will go skating forward now, you're skating backward. Good. Slow it down until you come to a stop. Bring the feet in a little bit closer. Do a nice variation with using the ankles as well, the feet of presenting the pestle. So we're going to come up into our bracing the tree stance, fingertips pointing at each other, elbows down and relaxed, shoulders especially relaxed. This is one posture that some masters have their students just do this one posture and hold for an hour or longer. We're not going to do this, we're just doing this as a beginning point, presenting the pestle. So we're going to breathe in. As you go out, breathe out, come up onto the toes a bit. So we breathe in, breathe out. Imagine it's like a big balloon that inflates and then it deflates, pushing the air out of it. So try not to drop the hands. The hands stay right at chest height. They just go out and they come back. We rise up on our toes as we expand outward. Sink back down as they come towards us. One more time. Good, and we're going to do the same thing, but this time we're going to expand to the sides. So imagine a balloon, a bigger balloon expanding as we go up on our toes, pushing the air out as you go down, flat-footed. One more time, and then we're going to go up. So we come in, now this time rise up and back down. One more time. And come down. All the way down, sinking the energy into the ground. Bringing down the heavens. Breathe in, gather the energy with your palms facing upward. Feel that energy accumulating in the palms, becoming heavier. We pause as we breathe out. We push that energy down through the top of the head, down the torso, down the legs into the ground to be recycled. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Doing another one from the 8 brocade, punching with fierce eyes. You're going to put your loose fists on the hips, palm up. Your left hand is going to come out, rotate until it's now palm down and it's right in front of your chest. Then we're going to get relaxed, gather the energy, pull it back to the hip. Then we go out with the opposite hand. Gather the energy, pull it back. Now this is called punching with fierce eyes, because as you punch out, you're going to be exhaling and you're going to be tensing every muscle in your body, including those in your face, giving you this really fierce look. So let's try that. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax, gather the energy, pull it in as you breathe in. Breathe out. Relax and breathe in. One more time each side. Good. Bringing down the heavens again. Nice deep breath in. Push it all the way down. Good. Rub your palms together. Place your palms over your eyes, but not making contact with your eyes. So the heel of the hand is on the bone just below the eyes. Your fingertips are on your forehead, slightly cupped. Just feel that energy going in to the eyes. Now gently pat while you blink your eyes, open and close, open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Good. Pushing the fingertips up the forehead, just a little bit way up, and then come down in front of the ears, follow the jawbone, and then come back up. Washing the face. Now come up higher on the head and come behind the ears and follow the jawbone. Good. Now taking your palms of your hands, you're going to rub vigorously on your ears. Very nice. Deep breath in, bringing down the heavens. Clear it all the way down to the earth. Feel those ears nice and warm, nice and energized. You can treat the entire body just by stimulating points in the ears. One more time, we're going to bring your feet together. Put one palm over the other over your lower dantian. And just let yourself relax and rock and sway as that energy moves through your body, kind of pushing you around a little bit. Bamboo in the wind. And as that energy moves through your body, it's removing any darkness, any energetic stagnation or blockages, dispelling negative thoughts and emotions. Until every part of your body is just aglow with this energy. Let that energy expand beyond your physical body, encasing you in a protective cocoon. And while you float weightlessly inside this cocoon, become aware of what it feels like to be safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. a deep breath in, gather those energies and those feelings, and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.